Y'all can hear me in the back, right? Yeah, I'm the girl they told to be a little quieter in the choir. I'm the girl that never quite learned how to whisper. I'm the girl that usually takes a step back from the mic. You wouldn't believe it, but when I was younger, I was a quiet thing. I knew how to make a meal out of silence, but I've grown to refuse to swallow. Now, I have dangerous lips and a pretty smile that conceals my sharp tongue. I'm often told I have a big mouth. I talk too much. I'm loquacious. Don't know how to shut my trap. I'm too loud. Too much. They say, girl, you got too much bark. We put dogs to sleep for not knowing how to hush. We make examples of those who will refuse to be broken. We learned early that being loud is a bad thing. We used our whisper voices and played the silent game because Chatty Cathy is never welcome at the table. Women learn how to be digestible, how to sit, smile, be taken, and be grateful to me. Silence can be painful. I refuse to quell myself for anyone else. Someone once told me I would never be married if I did not learn my place. To her I say, my megaphone of a throat has too much girth for a leash. Others will swear that an open mouth means invitation. Do not expect soft when there is only growl and grit. Ain't no lullabies left in my throat when I sing. Best believe it is my soul crawling from the light. Do you know why the cage bird sings? Do you know why the cage bird sings? I'm an elocutionist. I speak because I have to. I speak for the many who don't, who continue to be silent, who are constantly shushed. I speak for them because I know how it feels. 68% of sexual assaults go unreported, but I chose transcendence because nobody notices a bird without a song. I speak for myself. I've had to learn how to bite the hand that tries to cover my mouth, to spit out the poison. I'm sorry. I can't forget my tongue. Not sorry I choose sound rather than empty. I'm sorry I choose song, not cage. I'm loud. I don't need yours or anybody else's permission. And I guess all you need to know is I don't need a mic because I've got my own. Boom. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, as introduced, I'm Shasparay. I am a slam poet. If you don't know what slam poetry is basically a talent show, but only with poetry. Original poetry that each poet gets on stage and performs for an audience and gets a score from 0, meaning you should go back to kindergarten, 10, you should go to Harvard. So I've been doing slam poetry for a while now. It started in 7th grade when my Nana took me to a slam poetry competition, and I was super excited. I got on stage and I was like, I'm ready to do this. And then I got through half of my poem, I cried, I didn't finish it, and I didn't make it to the next round. But I kept coming back, and I honed my talent, and I was hungry for it. I wanted so badly to be a slam poet. So now I can say I am. I made a youth poetry competition locally, and we went to an international competition in Philadelphia called Brave New Voices. It's held every summer in different locations where thousands of youth get to share their voice. My skin is black. My arms are long, my hair is woolly, my back is strong. There were days when I constantly pick at my scabs, where I look in the mirror and can't stop scratching. I am often reminded that my skin has gotten me the most attention, can be a distraction. I am an open wound because I was constantly picked on by other kids. You know, the classic jokes. When the lights turn off, where did Shasparay go? Of course, I've spent so much energy trying to be invisible. I dodge the sun while white people bathe in it. Shield myself like I can't afford any more blackness. Summers are supposed to be fun, right? But the bleach balloons keep flying on West Campus, and you still wonder why we're so afraid to get wet. I'm afraid to drown. I'm afraid the next time I go to the pool, I won't be able to breathe because a white cop will want to test how long until I break. I won't be able to hide, not in this skin. Don't even need a paper bag to know I won't pass the test. When I was younger, I treated this melanin like mud, like it could be washed off at 10. My dirty little secret came in a white bottle that promised to make you at least 2 shades lighter, yet no chemical could quell me at 12. I decided to bathe in bleach. I thought that this skin was a sin, but thank God it didn't work. Thank God I found out that whitewash will never be an effective holy water. Mistook myself as a martyr. They called me a mess, said my skin was dirty. So I tried to convince myself that I could never love a black man. Tried to convince myself that I could not love someone who looked like me. If I have ever rejected you because of your color, forgive me. Not recognizing your beauty was just me. Trying to reject that same beauty in myself, I was told it was my responsibility to lighten the legacy. Like my color could be erased. Like it is easier to be a lighter shade. People have always tried to question blackness, but now we have to ask Rachel for our identity back. Stop it with the team light skin versus dark skin. Who cares if you can't win the game? They are trying to reduce black to ash while you put up hashtags. Listen, they do not believe that Black Lives Matter. If they did, why are we still being murdered in every shade? Can't even pray while black. Our skin is too holy. Our skin has always been target. Ain't no hiding, ain't no safe. This skin has never given me the option to dismiss it. My dark can do damage. My dark can rip your race apart. I am black. I am a celebration. Call me ugly, and I'll summon my black girl magic to swallow you whole. Call me darky, and I'll make sure to show this world the light. This black is magic. It is not a mistake. Black is beautiful. In this shade, in this shade, in my shade. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So, thank you. So, sophomore year, I've been doing poetry for about 2 years, right? I published a book, a poetry book, a collection of my poetry. It was an amazing experience getting an editor and just seeing how the whole process goes. So now I actually have a physical thing, like that's mine, that I made, and that's so amazing to me, and I'm blessed. And I think about how that first time, that first slam, I could have said, oh, this isn't for me, I'm not good at this, but I kept going, and I kept pushing, and that's what it's all about. So I'm gonna leave you with this last poem. I can't count the number of times I've been called beautiful with a but behind it. You're beautiful, but not in those clothes. You're pretty, but could lose some weight so more people would notice. Do you know what it's like to be a contradiction? It is painful to be the punchline to every fat joke. It hurts to live in a world that expects you to change. I've been on every diet. I played Russian roulette with that spoon, fork, and knife. I can't tell you how many times I fed myself quiet. Starved the life in me because someone said I was too shiny. The girl I found throwing up in the bathroom called me a coward because I would not join her. Boys used to tease me because they claimed the earth shakes when I walk. There was a time when I would not eat in front of people. In my bedroom, the mirror is cracked in 3 places. I've been looking at myself this way for 4 years, told myself I was just as broken. This body is discomfort. I won't even raise my hand all the way when asking a question because I'm ashamed of the jiggle in my wings yet. People call me confident and inspiring. If they knew who I really was, they call me actress with act. In all caps, I eat emotionally and hide behind my problems, which is hard to do because I'm usually the elephant in the room. If the body is not an apology, why do people keep calling me out of my demons and demanding explanations? I am tired of being viewed as something to fix. Or maybe I'm scared because there is nothing that can fix me. My biggest fear is dying alone. Quote, ever since the whole world began, a woman found out if she shook it, she could shake up a man. My Nana often says this, and she is right. But I do not tell her how well I can move. That my hips have been the motive for men to move mountains. I've heard more than once from my first big girl. I've been told I'm just a piece, a side. Apparently, there's nothing tight about me, so I'm a last resort. These boys misplace their desires as if calling me pretty hot and tempting were enough. They assume that I don't mind the lights off because at least someone will touch me. Take notice, even if for only moments you assume that I will feed on your scraps because I can take whatever I can get, but I've got so much more to give, and I realize I was just taking myself for granted. I need to buy a new mirror, get the fingers out of my throat, stop being a joke, raise my hands all the way, be loved with the lights on, love myself, stop starving, love myself, be full, love myself, love myself, love myself, love yourself. I'm still learning how to say thank you when given a compliment. I'm learning that I am beautiful without your butt behind it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm so thankful to be here. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's been an honor.